Hey, I wanted to talk about Disney Channel today. If you grew up in like the mid 2000s to the early 2010s, you were probably treated to some of the best TV shows and movies ever. But I don't really want to talk about the television shows today. I want to talk about the movies. One movie in particular. I wanted to talk about Let It Shine. Why Let It Shine? Because honestly, I feel like it's one of Disney Channel's most underrated movies. I know we have a lot of movies like Let It Shine in the genre. We have Cheetah Girls, we have Lemonade Mouth, we have Camp Rock, but Let It Shine always stood out to me. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm a black kid and we really didn't have a movie like that before this point. Maybe, but still the point stands. Alright, enough small talk, let's dive into it. Let It Shine premiered June 15th, 2012. Almost a year and a month to the day that I'm recording this. I'm recording this on July 13th, 2023. And I remember at the time that Let It Shine was receiving quite a bit of buzz because of the cast that was selected. Tyler James Williams obviously was known for Everybody Hates Chris. So at least the people that I was around at the time were really excited for the movie. And I'm happy to say that I didn't disappoint in the least bit. So the basic premise of the movie is there's a kid named Cyrus. He's pretty musically talented, but he's kind of self-conscious because he doesn't know if he has that look necessary to be a star musician. Early in the movie, he sends one of his tracks over to a pretty big up-and-coming pop star named Roxy, who I believe he went to school with or something. I'm going off of memory, so don't blame me if I get a couple details wrong, but I believe they went to school together. She is pretty impressed by what's sent in, so she pulled up on the boy. So when she pulled up, she get greeted by Chris, played by Trevor Jackson. And I guess they end up thinking he's the one that sent in the song, when in all actuality, he's not. So throughout like 90% of the rest of the movie, they just go with the act that Chris is the one that sent in the song and he's the talented rapper or whatever they're calling Cyrus. But he doesn't possess any of the talents necessary to be a rapper or musician at any level. Now that I gave y'all the basic plot of the movie, let me give y'all some of the pros and cons and why I think is ultimately one of the most underrated movies in Disney Channel history. The main pro is that this cast is very good, especially looking back at it in a 2023 perspective. This cast is fire. Obviously, Tyler James Williams, the star, Coco Jones, the star, Trevor Jackson, one of the stars, but the Bailey sisters are in this too, and also Angela Bassett's husband is in this. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that until like a couple weeks ago that the pastor was her husband. Another positive is the music. Literally, almost every song in Let It Shine is fire. Even the takes on the church songs that they do, dope. Like Joyful Noise in the beginning, that's on the playlist. I'll go back and listen to that on YouTube all the time. That's fire. And the outro, Let It Shine at the end, fire. And that's before getting to the actual music that they created for the movie. Whether it's songs like Don't Run Away, absolute classic. Guardian Angel, absolute classic. You Belong to Me, fire. I won't say it's a classic because, I don't listen to it as much as the others. What I Said, fire. Don't listen to it as much as the others though. But you cannot go wrong with the music choices in this movie. Every song is a certified banger. Another plus that I have is the fact that they refreshed a pretty tired plot. We've seen the plot where the rebellious take kid just wants to follow his dreams, so he's gonna break rules and do whatever he has to do to follow that dream, right? But I feel like this is a very classic take on it because I don't think I've ever seen it done like this. Well, on Disney Channel at least. I say on Disney Channel at least because there's a movie called Rags on Nickelodeon that is highly similar to this, but I digress. But now that we're past the pros, let's talk about some of the cons because you can't have an unbiased review without having a few cons, right? Okay, my con number one is I feel like they gave Cyrus selective confidence, and this is what I mean. Hear me out before y'all judge me. We're told about Cyrus basically through the whole first part of the movie. He's shy, he's reserved, he doesn't have the highest level of confidence, right? So when you have that description, how many people do you know of that description that would just be able to walk up to the biggest rapper in the city and be like, hey, you're trash. You're garbage. I could beat you in a battle even though I'm too scared to go up on stage at the moment. You feel me? The whole movie is about him hiding his identity because he's shy. But in this moment, he's able to tell Bling, like, hey, I'm the best rapper around here for real. Like, that don't really add up to me, if that makes sense. Another problem that I have, this is a huge problem with me. I've been telling people this for years. I don't feel like Bling lost that rap battle. Like, I feel like Truth lost, bro. Like, did y'all hear his first round? Matter of fact, listen to this real quick. Listen to this and I'll be right back.
Now be a good boss boy and go get your mom. Bling, you don't wanna battle. You're the snake without the rattle. You're the boat without the paddle. You're the duck without the waddle. You're the horse without the saddle. The ranch without the cattle. The day without the shadow. Son, I think you should skedaddle. Kick grapple. Sayonara punk or even dirge. What language do I have to say it in for you to hear me clearly? Adios amigo. You're over with finito. This clown couldn't rap anything but my burrito.
Like, what was that? Like, you gonna tell me that was fire? Are you gonna tell me that was fire? Like, and it's not towards Tyler's James Williams, obviously, but the person that wrote that, come on, dog. Like, y'all could have had him win convincingly. Like, all these years later, and somebody got to come out and say that we just improvised the first round, because that was butt. I ain't gonna lie to you, and I'm pretty sure most of us is grown now. So we should be able to all collectively come together. We gotta sign a petition or something. Bling and Truth gotta run it back. I'm sorry, but how y'all just gonna take the belt off my man Bling when he had a tie at worst? Like, that's the worst case scenario for Bling. He had a tie. He had a tie being a champion and still lost. Like, that's crazy to me. I understand the symbolism of it. His parents finally started supporting him. They in the crowd screaming, "Get him, son!" But yo, we gotta be real. Truth ain't win that. All right, now that I gave you a couple of my pros and cons, let me tell you why I think that Let It Shine is one of the most underrated Disney Channel original movies ever. Yeah, it might not be the best of all time. I know I probably said that at some point in the video, but come on. I heard you had to say stuff like that to get clicks. So, hey, don't judge me. I'm new to this YouTube stuff for real. But along with having a good soundtrack and a good cast, I feel like we had a very multifaceted main character. I feel like Cyrus wasn't just one thing or the other. You gave us layers to him that made him very unique. When he finally unleashed his inner confidence, all those goals that he had at the beginning of the movie finally started to become a reality. It was truly a happy ending, even though I don't feel like he got there perfectly. I feel like it did tell the story that was meant to be told and wrapped it up very well. So ultimately, this is why I feel like Let It Shine is one of the most underrated Disney Channel original movies. And if you agree, let me know in the comments. Hit that like button. If you don't agree, let me know in the comments. Hit that like button. But if you want to see more videos like this, I do plan to try to make more. I really just now am trying to get into this YouTube thing. So, hey, if you have any suggestions or any type of movies, TV shows, nostalgia in general that you want to talk about, let me know in the comments. And I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for watching.